Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so very much for tuning in. Actually, it's very late in the evening. It's actually in the morning, depending where you're at. If you're watching from another country, thank you so very, very, very much for watching. And to my viewers in the UK and everywhere around the world, thank you. This is very interesting. Let me read you Donald J. Trump, President Trump, twittered, "Never thought I'd say this, but I think John Roberts at Fox, Jillian Turner, Fox News, and Fox News have even less understanding of the wall negotiations than the folks at fake news, CNN, and NBC. Look to final results. Don't know how my poll numbers are so good, especially up 19% with Hispanics. After all that I've done," and this is the next tweet, "after all that I've done for the military, our great veterans, judges, 99, justices too, tax and regulation, the economy, energy, trade, and much more, does anybody really think I won't build the wall? Done more in my first 2 years than any president. Make America great again." He can also add that on the list is ensuring that Clinton eventually faces legal repercussions, which is why one of the reasons I say she's going to eventually get indicted for the crimes, especially the crime of transferring illegally and with intent top secret and special access program intelligence outside of JWICs onto a servers that were once unencrypted. But he is basically calling out Fox News. And that's also the thing. I mean, before we get to the Starbucks CEO, to my super chat, thank you so very much for giving me every incentive to rock these live streams. Trump has to go through a media apparatus that even his own political side, he can't get a break. You have Ann Coulter saying he's the biggest wimp ever. He just can't get a break. And then she's on Bill Maher, and of course Bill Maher loves hearing anything bad about Trump. So suddenly Ann Coulter, well, I think they're friends, but Ann Coulter, that's what, 1 million views on YouTube now? I mean, he can't get a break. The guy has Trump has had to face two, by the way, he's bringing home Americans from 2 theaters of conflict, and no, he's not engaging in the difference between Obama and a nation in North Africa and Trump and a nation in Latin America is night and day. So the first couple of minutes of this segment, I don't want to bring up the countries because the YouTube algorithm is very sensitive about certain things. So later on in the segment, I'll talk in a clearer manner. But I mean, so he's actually engaging in so many great things. I can debate anyone. Hillary's crimes were not process crimes. Oh my God, here we go again. It is not a process crime to transfer top secret intelligence from an intranet illegally without President Obama knowing onto numerous servers that were hidden even from the NSA to hide information and keep information from Freedom of Information Acts. Even the person who helped write the Freedom of Information Act laws stated that it's an overt attempt at hiding and evading public record laws and hiding communication away from the United States government. In doing so, transferring top secret intelligence, U.S. Code 793F, whoever is entrusted with special access program intelligence needs to be indicted under the Espionage Act. Anyway, whatever. Go on forever. The process crimes are, people, everyone indicted in Trump Russia, has nothing to do with any crime Trump did. Meanwhile, you have Brian Pagliano, whose 4 years of emails are missing. And it was not convenient, so she lied about that. And in terms of Kavanaugh, we're not talking about the founders here. We're talking about U.S. Code 793F. Read it, and then get back to me, okay? Just read U.S. Code 793F of the Espionage Act, then get back to me. Intent is not needed, so... And in any way, she intended to do something illegal, which is not only highly illegal, we have no idea how she transferred the information. So transferring top secret intelligence outside of the United States government special access program intelligence, that is not only highly illegal, we don't even know how she did it. But anyway, President Trump has to deal with a media that is an extension of the Democratic Party. So when Hillary Clinton runs in 2020, she'll lose. Like I said, she will lose in 2015. She'll lose again. But see, the Democratic Party is not about winning. It's about two people, Bill and Hillary Clinton. That's it. It's not about Medicare for all. It's not about a green economy. You can ask Beto O'Rourke. He's taken more oil and gas money than anybody aside from Ted Cruz in Congress. And then he's the big progressive candidate. It is about stopping Trump. And even so, he has to deal with the media. He has to deal with Hillary Clinton, the Democratic Party. He has to deal with Peter Strzok saying we'll stop Trump. Could you imagine if an FBI agent said we'll stop Clinton? They're complaining about fantasies. Meanwhile, there's actual evidence regarding a grandiose setup of Trump and a grandiose cover-up of Clinton's crimes, where James Comey's like, well, she didn't intend to do something impossible, which is transfer top secret intelligence outside the United States government. She didn't intend. Of course you intend. You do it for 4 years with Brian Pagliano, whose emails are missing. Then you delete 33,000 emails, destruction of evidence, obstruction of justice. Then when you're asked for the servers, you wipe the servers clean with a cloth. That's obstruction of justice, not firing Comey, who Rosenstein stated should have been fired, who the IG stated should have been fired. But see, the process crimes here, they illegally started an investigation with the Steele dossier, which is completely and utterly debunked. And the talk with Papadopoulos, that was a setup, because Mueller hasn't interviewed either Mifsud or the other guy, Alexander Dumbo Downer. But just look at this tweet. After all that I've done for the military, our great veterans. So he says, does anybody really think I won't build the wall? I have a segment yesterday. He's going to use, he's going to declare a national emergency and then use the Department of Defense funding. By the way, I have a fantastic segment. Gabbers! Please, everyone needs to watch tonight's episode of Life, Liberty, and Levin to see what President Trump is up against. Very scary and very sad. I will watch that. Gabbers, thank you so very much. Thank you, Gabbers. Thank you. Gabbers, thank you so much. The interesting thing about what Trump is up against, it's not just, ladies and gentlemen, it's not just the media. The Washington Post, the New York Times, MSNBC, CNN. It's not just Peter Strzok, Comey, Clapper, Brennan, Lisa Page, Andrew McCabe, James Baker, by the way, who's under criminal investigation, the FBI legal counsel, who stated in testimony that he thought Hillary Clinton should be charged, which is exactly what I stated, but Comey convinced him otherwise. So the FBI legal counsel agreed with me. But he's not just up against a fabricated, nonsensical Mueller probe, which they're going after fantasies. He's up against traitors within his own political sphere, his own political side. Because it is not, let's put it this way, there's an element of Fox that views CNN and MSNBC as their colleagues, not just Fox News. You know, the left says, well, Fox News, you have Fox News. No, Fox News is, aside from Hannity, and the Five, and I think Levin's on Fox sometimes. Um, it's it's not it's not a network devoted to Trump. MSNBC and CNN is a their networks, and the New York Times and the Washington Post are publications devoted. Their sole purpose is to protect Hillary Clinton and to ensure Hillary Clinton wins, which she can't, but she's running again. So, ladies and gentlemen, she's running again. Real quick, my Second Amendment channel. I just was at the range. 44 Magnum Super Red Hawk, Ruger Super Red Hawk revolver. It is my official best grouping, 50 rounds from 20 feet away. I always say, click here. It's the best grouping. It's the best grouping. Ladies and gentlemen, just watch that segment. I'll upload it after this, and it's going to be in the pinned comment along with my RT Crosstalk segment. So watch that as well. That's over 30,000 views in like a day and a half or so. So he is promising a wall. He's promising the wall. He actually promised Clinton indictments also. So eventually, I think that's going to happen because William Barr is going to investigate Peter Strzok and Lisa Page. He's also hopefully going to start a special counsel. I can't guarantee that, but I can hope that happens. And guess what? Lindsey Graham is investigating Clinton's emails. A little bit more than a process crime on the Clinton email issue. I think Lindsey Graham's going to hopefully ask Brian Pagliano how he illegally transferred top secret intelligence outside of the United States government onto numerous servers that were unencrypted for the first 5 months. Definitely read my books, Butthurt Top Secret Emails and Butthurt Deleted Emails. Over 110 5-star reviews on Amazon, Butthurt Top Secret Emails. Also check out my RT Crosstalk segment. So let's just get really quickly, let's get to China, by the way, hacked her server. We know that from Louis Gohmert and Inspector General Charles McAuliffe of the IC. She deleted 33,000 emails. She deleted emails after they were subpoenaed. She deleted emails that had to do with Clinton Foundation pay-to-play schemes. That's why people give money into the Clinton Foundation to get pay-to-play. Well, uranium is one example. William D. Campbell, an FBI informant, 3 separate times, 3 different testimonies in Congress saying that he witnessed Russian lobbyists bragging about their influence in the Obama administration and over Clinton. And Bill Clinton actually met with Vladimir Putin at his home. Would love to get the transcripts of that meeting. Anyway, let's get to a very interesting topic. Port Film Co-op. It would be interesting. Absolutely. I think there's CNN, thank you. There's some history going on there. I don't think that he'd want to debate me. And I'm not sure I want to debate him. It would be a great debate, but it would be very awkward. Anyway, thank you, Port Film Co-op. Thank you. Ex-Starbucks CEO could get Trump reelected. So it's not enough. It's not enough they have the media, they have Hollywood. It's not enough that they've raised more money than the Republicans. It's not enough. It's never enough. There can never be enough advantages. The Access Hollywood tape is not an example of trying to cheat the election towards Clinton, but any other WikiLeaks, God bless them, God bless Julian Assange. He should be free. He's a hero. But oh my God, he published the actual truth about Clinton, and that was meant along with everyone else, timed specifically to hurt poor Hillary Clinton. Meanwhile, the Access Hollywood tape, that wasn't timed, was it? None of the negative stories every single day. You could set your watch to them. You could set your watch to them. Every single story is not timed. Every day, type in Trump. 90+% of the stories are absolutely horrible. No one talks about the fact he's bringing home Americans from theaters of war. No one talks about the fact that he's presiding over peace between North and South Korea. No one talks about the fact that there's 400,000 plus manufacturing jobs, that the economy is going to hit, hopefully over 3% GDP in 2018. All of these issues, a jobless, lowest record low unemployment among Black and Latino citizens. The economy is good. No one talks about these things. It's always Trump, Russia, fabricated, complete nonsense. Collusion isn't even a crime, but transferring top secret intelligence and lying to FBI agents, which is what Clinton did all the time, but they didn't care. Using a private server that was unencrypted, illegally transferring deliberately with intent, with absolute intent to commit crimes. I mean, the intent is so obvious to hide her Clinton Foundation emails. My God, that's scary. How is she able to take top secret and special access program intelligence outside of an intranet, a government intranet? How did she do it? We need to ask Brian Pagliano. And he's probably going to say that it wasn't by accident. It was probably intentional. Anyway, even if it was unintentional, US Code 793F. But ex-Starbucks, look at this article. Great article, by the way. I mean, it's well written, but the article is kind of hilarious. Ex-Starbucks CEO could get Trump reelected. No! Please. Don't get Trump reelected. We only have a great economy and a great foreign policy. Well, here we go. Okay. So what's happening in one Latin American country right now is not analogous to what happened in Libya under Obama and Clinton. I'll leave it at that. That's pretty much obvious. You don't have NATO jets conducting Hollywood sunset. Throwing the border to raise more money. What Trump is going to do is utilize Department of Defense, Pentagon funding once he declares a national emergency, because he will. He has $13 billion at his disposal, but he also has like $288 billion by one estimate. So that's so by one I read one estimate that Trump could actually tap $288 billion. Then another estimate is $100 billion. Then a more realistic estimate is $13 billion regarding that. So once he declares a national emergency. Okay, wait, what's this? By the way, my friend, I hope all is well. And thank you for watching and for making my brain think. There's you, and then there's another person. I forgot the other person's name, but you and another person make me think. Stone informed senior Trump campaign official the information indicating we can send documents. So what? So what? Where's the evidence? Yeah, WikiLeaks did not speak to Roger Stone or Manafort. That's nonsense. Why would they need to do that? So yeah, where's the evidence of that? There's no evidence. They have no clue how WikiLeaks got the release. Stone. Senior Trump campaign was directed to contact Stone. So, if Stone said the problem, look, you're bringing up something. You're bringing up an issue that I talked about. Some of this was self-inflicted and self-induced with what Roger Stone did. What they're doing to him is unethical and criminal, by the way. But what happened is he said, "Oh, I'm friends with Julian Assange. I know Julian Assange." No, he didn't. Julian Assange doesn't need anyone. WikiLeaks doesn't need anyone. They never needed anyone to do anything. Assange is a hero. He should be free. Big Chris. Hey, HA, haven't done anything with that. Thank you for watching, Chris. Here's a few colons on me. Yes. Check out the punk band Noise. Okay, good band. Keep up the good work, brother. Thank you, Big Chris. You know what? I'm going to look at that up right now. And then I'm going to continue. Hold on. Noise. Oh, they look awesome. That is awesome. Okay, hold on. So, you know, I am going to look them up. Oh, that was the interviewer with the hair. Okay, so, cool. Thank you. Noise punk band. I will definitely look them up. I like punk music a lot, and I'll look them up for sure. Thank you. Thank you, Big Chris. Thank you very much. Lyle Bud. Okay, Lyle Bud. Yes, but one thing though, William Barr is an enemy of the Clintons. So, but I agree with you. But William Barr is pretty much an adversary of the Clintons because of his tenure as Attorney General in the first Papa Bush, not the maniac imbecile, Baby Bush. So let's just read this. Ex-Starbucks CEO could get Trump reelected. Oh my God. No, don't do it. Don't do it, ex-Starbucks CEO. We need Hillary to win. Psych. Hillary's running, by the way. So press 1 if you're happy that Hillary Clinton is running. Press 2 if you're appalled. Press 1, and either answer is fine. Press 1 if you're happy. I like Kim.com. I like Kim.com. Toe Jam. I like Kim.com. So there you go. I mean, it's hilarious and it's appalling and it's great all at once. She's running again. She'll win. There's no way anybody can stop her on the left. And of course, she's going to lose it again. And I wrote about this in February of 2017 in my Huffington Post article. Clinton 2020 is a reality. Get ready for 8 years of Trump. Look that up on Google. I wrote that in February of 2017. Howard Schultz thinks politics are broken and may run for president as an independent. Democrats think that's a terrible idea. Before there was Jill Stein, there was Ralph Nader. Well, actually, Jill Stein didn't do anything to hurt Hillary. Hillary transferring top secret intelligence illegally with intent onto unencrypted servers outside the United States government that the NSA and President Obama didn't know of because she was illegally transferring them with intent to hide. That was one of the reasons she lost. And then she referred to black youth as super predators, and she did a whole bunch of things, Iraq. And let's see, she wanted to send Americans abroad to quagmires. She never had a firm decision or firm policy viewpoint until it was the absolute most politically expedient moment. So she would be like, I don't know what I'm going to do. And then finally she'd be forced into a decision. Before there was Jill Stein, there was Ralph Nader. Before Nader, there was Ross Perot. I used to do a great Ross Perot impression when I was young. Now, see here. Maybe see if I can. Now, Al Gore, are you going to let me speak? You're not going to let me speak. I don't know what I can. No. Now, if you look, I cannot. If you don't let me speak, how on earth am I going to educate you, Al Gore? Well, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. I used to do it a lot better. So this is hilarious. None won. All argued that Republican Party and Democratic Party were basically the same, and the only way to make real change was to ditch them both. Each was blamed for siphoning off enough votes to throw the presidential elections. These days, the difference between the parties is starker than it's ever been. Yeah, only because Trump is doing things that I like bringing home Americans for more, like presiding over peace between North and South Korea, like focusing on manufacturing jobs, whereas Obama did not, and he lost 300,000 while Trump gained 300,000 manufacturing jobs. Yet here comes Howard Schultz, a billionaire who feels that he might be the answer to American politics and that he'd run for president as an independent. Sweet. Hey, if you know what, if you can't defeat Trump with 2 years of a fabricated Trump Russia that you made up because of a Steele dossier that Clinton purchased and a CrowdStrike company that was outsourced to look at DNC servers because the DNC didn't trust the U.S. government because they're probably up to no, well, they're definitely up to no good always. It's like, what do you want Trump to do? Like, how many more advantages do you need to where you don't have to complain that Howard Schultz is going to run? Howard Schultz needs to run as an independent, as a liberal, and let the chips fall where they may. You got the Washington Post, the New York Times, MSNBC, CNN, the Daily Beast, BuzzFeed, Gizmodo, every single publication, Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon, Seth Meyers. What more do you need? De Niro, Madonna. Oh, my God. You can't even wear a Make America Great Again hat without a big problem. What more do you need? You can't win. Oh my God, the Starbucks CEO is gonna hurt Clinton. Oh no. What more do you need, Democratic Party? What more do you need? Yeah, but they were process crimes. The felonies. Peter Strzok interviewed Flynn. Flynn should be exonerated. Peter Strzok deleted 5 references to gross negligence. Even James Baker, the FBI legal counsel, was like, yeah, she's committed major crimes. And Comey was like, yeah, don't keep it on the down low. That's the testimony. So not just me. It's the FBI legal counsel that agrees with me. Schultz, the former the Starbucks CEO, says in a 60 Minutes interview already recorded but airing on Sunday, this evening, that he is thinking very seriously. Do it. Please, God, have Howard Schultz run for president. And if he takes votes away from Democrats, that's sorry. You got to even the playing field somehow. He makes clear, however, that if he moved forward, he will do so as an independent. Yeah. Already top Democratic operatives working for presidential candidates and beyond say they're worried. Oh, I love these top Democratic operatives. Oh, they're so great at what they do. What was it? 2 had to resign or because they were helping foment violence at Trump rallies. I mean, it's so nasty. Not only did they cheat Bernie Sanders, they're so vile. You can't get more insidious than the Democratic Party. You just really can't. You really cannot. And I explain in my crosstalk segment why Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez really doesn't mean what she says when she talks about Medicare for all and great economy, all that stuff. I explain in the crosstalk segment. Already top Democratic operatives working for presidential candidates and beyond say they're worried about that the only thing he'll accomplish is making sure Donald Trump gets reelected. Mazal tov, which means Hebrew for great news, good. It's more than just sniping at a prospective opponent. World that he might invest in an independent run. Word that he might invest in an independent run has many of them clearly worried about how he'd split votes in a general election. So he's not enough. Do you understand? It's not enough. Republicans lost the House, not the Senate, because people believed the lies and deceit. I thought people were smart enough not to believe lie. You think does anyone think that Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is going to draft Medicare for all legislation? She and Bernie and everyone else and all the wonderful people, they're not interested in drafting Medicare for all legislation. They're not going to abolish ICE. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez voted to fund ICE. They're not going to a Green New Deal. Beto O'Rourke takes more money than But, I was right about Beto losing and Andrew Gillum losing and Nelson losing. So, I mean, but I'm not Nostradamus, It's like I called the 2016 election in 2015. It was pretty good. Um, Definitely check out, ladies and gentlemen, my Second Amendment upload coming up after this. 44 Magnum. It's about a 7-inch barrel. Ruger Super Red Hawk. This, I'm talking about like the best, the tightest grouping that of ever in HA Second Amendment history, which is hilarious because before that, I shot a Glock 29 and I was like all over the place. Very small, compact firearm with a lot of kickback, and it was a 10 millimeter. But anyway, I redeemed myself, and I probably am not even going to upload the Glock 29. I'm just going to upload the right after this the 44 Magnum revolver. Check it out. You will love it. And also check out my crosstalk segment. But Trump's strategy has been to divide and conquer. Oh my God, really? And this plays directly into his hands. Wow, that's amazing insight from a Democratic strategist. Strategery. He's Ralph Nader without any of Nader's redeeming qualities. That's right, yeah, except he's a billionaire. What's his value proposition for America? What's Hillary's? Elect me so I can use my server in the White House to enrich myself through the Clinton Foundation. Make America like a corporate chain. Well, it's Starbucks. So it's like, the bastion of liberal, I don't know. Democrats aren't the only ones who see Schultz as potentially helping Trump. Bill Kristol, oh yeah, he's fantastic. The guy who still says that Iraq and Afghanistan were great things. The never Trump Republican who was most active both in media appearances and private conversations said he wouldn't support an independent run either. One reason my colleagues and I are focused on a Republican primary challenge to Trump, apart from the fact that we're Republicans, is that it doesn't present any problems of inadvertently helping him by being a spoiler. I pray that he tries to primary Trump. He will get clowned beyond belief, and it'll be enjoyable, very enjoyable. Say delayed for the past, Schultz. All right, so they're really upset. Oh my God. They're really upset that Howard Schultz is running. It's not enough. It's not enough. It's just not enough. Yeah, and they had 2 years of a fabricated illegal probe called the Mueller probe and Trump Russia. So, and they have the media in Hollywood and everything else. So, but Republicans won the Senate the 5th time in 105 years. So that happened. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very, very much. To my super chat, thank you. I'm going to make this one a bit shorter. Definitely check out my HA Second Amendment upload after this. To my super chat, thank you so very much. I do have an article that you will hopefully like. Hopefully the Jerusalem Post will publish it very soon, an op-ed. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Check out my RT Crosstalk segment. I will talk to you soon. God bless and thank you.